here. Halfway up the tires. Oh, too far, too far. Good morning, welcome back to the channel. Just a little bit of a quick flood update. It's been a couple days since I did any recording for flood, but new flood forecast came out today. It is the 30th of April. They're saying it's supposed to be 2009 levels, 1 foot higher than 2009 levels. So where I am sitting right now with my truck, there would be approximately 3 to 4 feet of water on our park pad. So where the Mac is sitting, it would probably be just underneath the headlights on the truck. We're gonna have to move some stuff here. We got our Super Bs sitting right there. Our dump trailer frame, we took the box off a couple of years ago, and our other sod trailer. So I'm gonna take a drive up to the farm. We're gonna take a look and see how much of the snow is actually melted. I'm hoping all the snow is gone. Last time I was up there, there was over 1.5 feet of snow left on the field still, but that was almost a month ago. So hopefully it's all gone. And we might be moving some of these trailers and stuff up there just to free up some room here. We got to get the Polaris out of here, the case tractor. The Polaris still needs a hydraulic oil pump, which is rather unfortunate. We were hoping to get that done. The parts only came in a little while ago, and now we got this. It's been raining all night. I don't know how much rain we actually got, but the water has come up. Yeah, it's come up quite a bit since I last showed you guys, but this spot right here, and it's just at the bottom of those markers across the road there, those orange markers you guys seen in the last video that I posted. So it's on top of the road here now, at the edge of the road, and just flowing across here. Not a huge deal. Where that puts us, as far as 2009 levels go, I'm trying to remember now, that was a while ago. I'm gonna say it'll probably come up to about where the nose of the truck is on the driveway, maybe more. I'm trying to think here. It might actually be up 3/4 of the way of the driveway. So if we go back up a little bit more here. Actually, probably closer to there, I think. It'd be right about here on the driveway, maybe. I'll keep you guys posted about what's going on. But for now, I'm gonna take off for the farm, and hopefully it looks a lot drier and better there, not not flooding like this. All right, I just got out to the farm. The main drainage ditch is full. You guys remember that was almost bone dry last year. This ditch on the other side is pretty full too. I wonder how high it actually was after all that rain we had there last week. This road's pretty soft, you can feel it when you're driving. I really hope our fields aren't flooded. There's one low patch in the road where it probably could go into a field if the water was high enough. Guess we'll find out. So we've got a little bit of water on the field. The ditch is full. We got some pooling on the field. Not a big deal. It was so dry last year. It'll probably suck up into the ground fairly quickly. We stripped this field out last year. I'm not really too concerned about it. I'm not seeing too much water on the other field over there. We'll get a closer look here soon. We're not as bad as the neighbor though across the road. He's looking an awful lot like home. The ditch on this side is pretty deep. It's full and on the field. There's lots of water here. Still not as bad as home. So the ditch is full. It's backed up through there and flooding the field a little bit. Not too bad. At least it's flowing. Still quite a bit of snow. It's a big mess in here right now, but there's still quite a bit of snow in there. A couple of feet for sure. Go for a walk and see. That field in the back that we seeded last year actually looks pretty green, so I'm gonna go take a look. It doesn't look like it's underwater, thankfully. There's some pretty good current going through here. Don't want to fall in there. You gotta hold your breath at least until you get to the other side. It's not that far, but it'd be pretty cold. It's 6 inches deep here. Usually it drains off into this ditch, but because the ditch is so backed up, it's full back here. Been a long time since I've seen that much water here. Of course, we had how many feet of snow out here too. I can't walk across here. That's a couple feet deep. Well, I want to go check out that field we seeded. So this field, it's all water backed up from the main drainage ditch over there. There's a culvert that runs through and straight through into the ditch on the field where there's a low spot in the field where everything's supposed to drain to. It's backed up and coming onto the field. So once the main drainage ditch comes down, once it drains down, this should start to dry up. There's about ankle deep water on the field here. This is a low spot. And I'm pretty sure it's about ankle deep all the way through here. There's two drainage spots actually. There's one straight back where that blue tank is on an angle that way, and then over there. The ground's still very frozen underneath here, because it's still very hard under my feet even where the water is standing, and where there's no water standing it's like a rock. So once the ground thaws, with how dry it was last year, it'll probably just soak it right up. So this piece we seeded last year, it actually doesn't look too bad. A little bit of water standing. The ground is starting to thaw out a little bit more here. So this will soak up into the ground pretty quick, I think. Still fairly green too. Had a good snow cover, was well insulated. Won't take long for it to green up. So with the snow along the edge of the field and in the ditches, except for where the ditch is full, this ditch is full all the way back here right now. That's pretty normal. Like we had our normal snowfall amount this past winter. Maybe a little bit more than average out here. And yeah, we're usually a couple weeks behind south of the city where we live, where we're flooding right now. But this is a different type of flooding. This is just melt and rain. So once it actually warms up here next week and the ground starts to thaw, pretty much all this water is going to disappear pretty quick. Because if you guys remember how dry it was last year, when we were praying for rain and moisture, well, we got some moisture now. It's just the ground is frozen. It's not sucking it up right now. I don't think that guy's very happy. I'm gonna say his little house flooded, and now he's looking for somewhere to go. Yeah, go the other way. I want to go over there. And I don't want you to spray my truck either. You go over there. Well, we could start a trout farm. Maybe. Sit. This will be the last drive out. Pretty sketchy. Good boy, Eli. You can feel the road is getting worn out now. Shaking the machine. Ooh, it's real deep here. Halfway up the tires. Ooh, too far, too far. Yeah. Thankfully the neighbor put these pegs in. Good boy, Eli. All right, so just made the last trip out. The water is above this step right here, and that is pretty much waist height on me. So that's the last trip with the loader. I'm gonna take Dad's truck and go back and get my truck. It's parked on the side of the road. And yeah, that's gonna be it. You've probably seen I had the bucket down pushing the water. That helps push the water, divert it out from underneath the machine. That way, just so that the breathers don't suck in any water. Come on, Eli. There's the flood refugee. Come on. We're going in the truck. Let's go. I'm gonna double check and make sure I got my mail before the mailbox over there goes under. As long as this thing doesn't stall in the water, I won't get wet.